Hi, sorry for the delay. I am dealing with the feline. Oh, yes. Hello. Hi, everybody. Oh my gosh. Thank you for the tier 3. Thank you so much. 2026 baby. Time for some story. Exactly. You agree, Haru? Are you going to settle? Probably not. Probably not. We do not accept the apology because it wasn't needed. Look, I have a mental amount of time that I feel the intro should run, and I always feel bad if it runs longer than that. Oh my goodness, he's actually settled. Okay. Wow. There him be. Astounding. There him be. Wow. My goodness, what were you guys even talking about? My goodness. Yes. Discovered one of my cats enjoys rolling dice. Make sure she doesn't try to eat them. Uh-oh. You keep away from the D4s, those are for blue. That's true. D10s and D20s are her favourite. That's probably because they roll well. They roll well, I guess. Yes. You have a cat? I'm kitty sitting! This is Rosa's cat. I'm cat sitting. He's a distinguished gentleman, and he's actually settled fast today. Look at that. Hey? He has no thoughts in his brain. Isn't that right? Oh my god, he's the last week that we've been back streaming, it's taken him almost like an hour to settle when I start streaming. One sec, I got a message to reply to. Okay. Like the radiator next to the bed. So, fun fact, the thing that Haru is on, is a bed. You move the camera. That is a folding mattress. Like, lift this up. This is like a mattress that folds up into segments. And on top of it is like a mattress topper to make it softer, and then just a sheet on top. And normally, that's where Archer lives. I guess kind of like a futon. I've messed up the camera now. Normally that's where Archer lives. So you guys have probably seen on camera of like Archer will be right behind me. Behind my chair. Normally Archer sits on top of this because he's like the perfect length to fill that gap. Oh, he's moving. But now Archer has given his space to Haru. Because, he's gone now. Archer's over there. Is Haru going to have a sniff of him? Hey? You're moving where people can't see you, Haru. How are you supposed to pay rent if you're not on camera? This is a joke, legally. Legally, this is a joke. Figure I get that out the way, fair. Ah! There you go, you got ah. Aw, Haru. Right when I was like, oh, he's actually settling. Nope. I got proved wrong. But yeah. It's kind of complicated, but for various reasons I am cat-sitting Rose's cat over the winter period. This is the last week he'll be here. He is going home tomorrow. Come on, Haru. I don't think he likes when I stream, because when I'm the last 2 weeks when I've not been streaming and I've just been like around the house, I've let him wander because like I'm not fixed to one place, so to speak. So he's allowed to have like a bit of a wander and roam about. Because if anything goes thunk, I can go check it out and make sure he's okay. But when I'm streaming, because I'm like, you know, streaming, I would prefer him to stay here in the room with me, and he is not a fan of it. He is not a fan of it. Yeah, I know. So he will settle eventually, but it takes time. Because I can keep an eye on him while he's in the room.
Cheese.
Cheese. But yes, what are you doing now? Oh, he's found a box. He requires enrichment. Do you want your mouse? Is this the problem? Haru, that's not a bear. See, you've put yourself in a place where I can't position the camera to show people where you've put yourself. So that's just kind of unfair for the people at home, because he's put himself in such a silly position, and I can't show you. You'll eventually play FF. Eventually, yeah. Already had the intro run long because of sorting Haru, and now we're still not playing. Such a bad stream. I know, right? Such a bad streamer. You gotta have camera awareness, Haru. Putting a defensive layer around Archer because it seems he's in play mode is the problem. Or just wiggle your mouse around for you. Will you be happy with that? Okay. Anyway, I haven't played FF in 2 months. 2 months. So when my sub for FF last expired, I didn't renew it because it was like the start of December, and I was like, in December I'm gonna want to do the Guild Wars Christmas event for a couple of weeks. And then the last week of December, first week of January, I'll be taking a break. So I was like, I'm not going to pay for a month of FF subscription. That will be wasted, because I won't be playing the game. But now I'm back. So thank you everyone for sending me reminders. I did remember last night to renew my sub, as you can see. I'm glad I remembered to do it last night, because it took longer than I thought it would. It actually took me a while because it wanted me to like update my payment information. Archer is not a toy. I mean, technically he's a toy, but he's not. He's not a kiddie toy. My Instagram decided I will not send the reminder. You're fine. It's Core also reminded me. It was like 1 in the morning and Core reminded me, but funny enough, Core, this isn't a joke. You perfectly messaged me about 5 minutes after I had finished doing it. Hey. If you want to play, come play with your mouse. You love your mouse. Right? Who's to say? I think this is indicative of what I was doing the last time I logged on. I think the last time I logged on I was doing Moogle events. bud? No. What are you doing? Why are you hiding under my chair? It's not a good place to hide. Oh, do you want a cuddle? Have a cuddle? Oh. Beans. Bean cam. Look at Haru's fluffy beans. He's like, no, don't look at my beans. You're a silly boy, Haru. Just have a cuddle for a minute. Feel better if you just have a cuddle for a minute. Instagram is such a pain. I made a new account and it's just defying me. I just wanted to look at one thing and it's like, no, add more friends. Yeah, I learned this when I was making my new account for posting shorts on. Is that it really wants you to follow people and will try to like also follow people for you. Which was really annoying. And it was a bit irritating because one of the people it tried to also follow was a family member, because obviously it knew that this was like an alt, because it was an alt account, but like it knew who I was, so it was like, oh, on your other accounts you're following these people, so it also followed a family member, and that family member followed me back, and I was like, I was literally trying to avoid that because this is meant to be a work-based thing, and I was trying to keep work and family separate, and I was like, I don't want to be that person to have to ask them to unfollow me. So now I'm like, cool, cool, I hope you're looking forward to having furry content on your feed now. Thanks, Instagram, for doing the one thing I was trying to avoid. Oh, baby. Mm. I pamper you while you sleep. Ooh. He's like, yes, just keep doing that for the next 2 hours. Or not. Okay, I can't get him to settle. He will eventually. But he just doesn't want to right now. Be nice to not have furry content on my feed. Too bad. Too bad. Right, what the hell even am I doing? I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing. And what I'm doing is continually being distracted by Haru because he's being a nuisance. Wait, don't claw that. Hmm? Yes. Do you want to look out the window? I'll open the blind for you. Did you guys hear that? So you know the part where I said Haru has no brains? Haru, that's a window. Oh, bless you. Okay. I want to see more blue on my feed, though. Well, I'll be working on it. As I said, I'm actively gonna be working on shorts. We're doing, well, instead of doing like big 3-week editing chunks, we're just gonna do a once a week editing on Mondays, and that's like gonna be it. It will be just a heart of like how much editing I do on a Monday. That will be it. I won't be doing like, oh, I almost got it finished, so I'll do a little bit more on Wednesday. I'm just like, nope, Monday is editing. What gets done, gets done. And I'm going to be using all the old stuff first. I'm going to be going chronologically through my old highlights videos from 2024. I've got a notepad. I can show you it if you want, later. Okay. $2024, I hate that year. Wow. Bad year. Yeah, me and Spook, it feels like me and Spook are pretty unique, because I think everybody kind of universally agrees that 2025 kind of sucked, but both me and Spook obviously are like, 2025 wasn't that bad. We did get married. You know, it was pretty nice. So yeah. Hey, bud. Oh, you're in petting range. Okay. What even is my setup at the moment? Oh yeah, I was doing Chocobo stuff. Good old inventory management. That's all any MMO is. Might as well just have this stuff up all the time. Lord knows I have enough food in my inventory. Problem is that I'm not wasteful, so even though I have mountains and mountains of food, I'm like, I don't want to just throw it away. Though I'll use it slowly. I believe Zero's time here has been rewarding, and 'twas in no small part due to your company. My thanks for agreeing to join us. Come, let us return to Megaduta. You have the small inventory screen and it makes me sad. I know, I'm like this on Guild Wars as well. Both Guild Wars and FF have options for you to combine all of your things into one big inventory, but for me, having it on individual screens kind of helps me a little bit with organization. Because in Guild Wars 2, a lot of my bags actually have like set things in them. So if I have them as one big inventory, it's like overwhelming for my eyes, and I'm like, I can't see what I'm looking at, basically. I'm just looking at a grid and I'm not registering it, so keeping it separate is kind of more beneficial for me. I'm scared to see your Chocobo bag. Look, we're not going to talk about that today. Okay? We're not going to talk about that. That's not what we're here for. I did the annual vendor all my materials. Oh, nice! Hopefully you've made a small profit then. Oh yeah, this was a thing they added in now. They added in like a chalkboard thing where you can draw plans. Have you been on since the fashion changes? No, I have not. I am aware of them. I'm not going to be addressing that today. Yes. Today, hopefully today marks the start of me sort of getting back into FF a little bit. I now have 3 full bags free and mostly empty retainers. Nice score! Nice! Now do it for your Guild Wars inventory! Blue fashion stream. Hell yeah. The real reason I'm going to start leveling other classes is to be able to do fashion on all of them. Going to have a specific look for each one. I do want to progress on my story on Guild Wars after finals, which is a week later Sunday. I want to watch me progress later, Blue. I will, yes. But if you mean later today, probably not. If you mean, because you said after finals, which is a week. If you mean like next week, probably yeah. Not today. But of course, if you just want to play it, feel free to just play it. I know I said, oh, I want to see this story bit with you. I miscalculated where you were, so you can carry on for a little bit. I thought you were like at the end. I thought you were at the end. You still got a little bit to go. I miscalculated where you were. So don't wait up for me. Finals would kick my ass if I did it today. I hope it's going well. I'm sure you're working very hard. I have to pay somebody to do that as I have no idea what I have and don't have the will to look it up. Den would probably do it.
So, what are your impressions of Radzatan?
There's a lot of mortals.
Yeah, we live here. Yes, 0. Yeah. Funny enough, a little bit before I cancelled my FF sub, we did go through a phase of me and I think the friend group kind of hyper-focusing a little bit. Obviously there was a Moogle event happening, which helps. But a lot of us were playing at the time. And now we're back in a lull again. Even with the fashion things coming on.
Considering your origin, I can see why that might be your first observation. Though they would call each other people, I think. If you wish to know about our fair city, I should be glad to place a guide at your disposal.
No need. I'll show myself around. There's only so much about my home I can share with you in return, after all. While I remember some few tales of the past, I cannot speak to their authenticity.
I want to play more, but I need to persuade myself. If you ever want to look for a group, just ask in the Discord, because there's loads of people who play FF. And it may well be one of those situations where a bunch of people have it, and no one's currently playing it, because they're all going, I have no one to play with. And it's like, if you ask, you'd probably end up with a group of people to go do dungeons or whatever. Leave the stream for a bit, lovelies. Might see y'all in a bit. Bye, Hope. Take care. Still have my free company, lots of nice peeps, but I'm like, meh. Oh, fair enough. So, look, don't force yourself to play games, okay? Interesting games come and go. Yoshi P himself famously said, play other games. He is back. He's back. I'm usually on, so I'm usually on, so I'd usually be down for basically whatever. Yeah, it is to your credit, Core, that you are generally the person who will play anything, which is, I think is to your credit. If anyone asks Core, do you want to play this game, provided Core owns it, you seem like you always say yes. You're just like, yeah, okay, which is cool. I'm trying to find something to play at the moment. I tried Atlas and that was fun. Funnily enough, I looked at Atlas the other day. I own it. I believe PK bought it for me, and we never got round to playing it, and I was considering it for a community night. Yeah, PK bought it for me, and I never played it. So it's funny you should bring that up. I was debating it. It's fun. It's like a weird nostalgia vibe game. I remember when it released, it had a small burst of popularity. And then it seemed to die off, but it still has overwhelmingly positive reviews. 14,000 reviews, 400 recent reviews, both are overwhelmingly positive. So apparently it is still good. Oh my god. I went to the store page! I went to the store page of Atlas, scrolled down, and a friend of mine left a review. I'm not gonna name any names, but the review is, and the fun thing is that this could be at least like 5 or 6 people that I know. So have fun guessing who it is. The review is, I can have bigger boobas in this than IRL, the trans dream. There's like 5 people that could be. Thumbs up. Thumbs up review. That's really funny. It has the thing of PS1 game and old MMOs. It does have the PS1 aesthetic, which I like. Yeah, like I want to play it. And I think both me and PK wanted to play it, but we just never got round to it. Yeah, I'll mention it in the community. I'm sorry. Again, we're big ADHDing in the middle of this dialogue cutscene. We're big ADHDing. This is what you come to stream for, everybody. Which reminds me, I'm gonna ping events. Speaking of, I got an ADHD diagnosis. Hey! Congratulations! Congratulations on the square brain! Yay! I'm jealous. Honestly, I'm jealous. Pause to drink tea. You got an ADHD diagnosis before GTA 6? That's not hardcore. I'll probably get an ADHD diagnosis before GTA 6. Ooh, Atlas the controller update. You can play Atlas with a controller now? I didn't realise you couldn't play it with a controller in the first place. Love it. The true test will be if I get boobs before GTA 6. Given it's you, Blue, unlikely. Thanks, Core. Hey, it's not on me. It's on the NHS. I actually went and did the thing to go get a diagnosis. I'm waiting on the NHS. Admittedly, given the state of the NHS, it's still unlikely. But I did my part. I did what I had to do.
But if that is enough, then I will tell you of the events that saw darkness engulf our world. The Contra Memoria.
I'm also waiting for the NHS for the boobs. It's been years. My sympathy. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, given the state of the NHS, unlikely. Don't worry, I'm definitely paying attention to this conversation.
Please.
Long ago, light filled the world and all was at peace. But then the servants of darkness came, and they bequeathed a black art unto men.
Mm-hmm.
Channeling the power of hope and prayer, one could call forth fearsome beings known as Eidolons.
The Ascians. And these Eidolons are surely primals.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have faced the same, and understand that when an Eidolon is birthed, strife follows. And in such strife, the weak are the first to suffer.
How's the game volume, by the way?
When it seemed the world would be plunged into chaos, heroes appeared. They were blessed with a singular power.
Rock candy! Been a while since I've been here. Hello, volume seems nice. Thanks. Also, welcome on in. Thanks for coming back. I hope you've had a good, like, holiday season. Christmas, New Year, whatever you celebrate. I hope it was nice. Maybe a little quiet compared to you. I'm not sure of your aim. I might up it a little bit then. I do want it to be a little quieter than me, but not too quiet. So we'll go with that.
The power to bind the ether of Eidolons within crystals known as Memoria. My mother was one such Memoriate. But in fighting to save many, she herself was touched by darkness. As was I.
Maybe a little low. Well, I've upped it a little bit. Oh, I've upped it. It was like a little bit below max. It's on max now. Because I wasn't sure of the levels, so I put it on max. It will still be quiet, because I have my games quiet. The end was pleasant, more so than I anticipated anyway. Well, that's good. That's some positive news. We like that. Also, hi. This is actually a camera of a cat and not a static image. You good, Haru?
And so you were born part Voidsent, before the world was overcome.
How exactly did that calamity come to pass? Did the Memoriates not triumph?
They did. They expunged the seeds of chaos and restored the peace, only to find themselves seduced by the darkness they had sealed.
So Beastie Ball was played recently, hit me with some nostalgia, and now too I am craving that game. Yep. So on Monday I was in a VC with some friends, and Beastie Ball was brought up, and that made me go, I want to play Beastie Ball! So we played it last night. It's a good game. That game is really good.
They spread the taint, transforming men into monsters, what you call Voidsent, and raised armies to wage new wars.
Not the first to be corrupted by power, nor the last.
Oh dear. Is this game still getting updates? Should I actually get into it? I've heard it's a massive time sink, but I play PSO2, so I'm no stranger to that. Fair enough. Yes, if you're talking about Final Fantasy, yeah. It is still receiving updates. I don't know when the next expansion hasn't been launched, but yeah, they're still receiving updates. There's still patches adding in story. Yeah. I don't know when you played up to. I'm currently in post Endwalker. There is an entire expansion called Dawn Trail that I haven't got to yet. And Dawn Trail's been out a while, so I wouldn't be surprised if maybe this year we get news about the next expansion. At FanFest. Yeah, likely at FanFest. July 2024. So Dawn Trail's already. This will be the second year of Dawn Trail, so I wouldn't be surprised if the new expansion is announced this year. It would probably be announced. It might not come out because Endwalker was 2021, so it was 3 years between Endwalker and Dawn Trail. So I imagine it might get announced this year to be released next year. But it is receiving patches. It is getting updates to the story. And so the last patch has not been out long. I don't remember when it was released, because I took a break from the game, so I wasn't actively following it. All content patches. Let me scroll down. Dawn Trail. Yeah, the last patch was released on the 16th of December. So, yeah, still quite recent. Still quite recent. It's a lot different from PS02, though. I actually don't know what that abbreviation is. But yeah, it's still going. No talks of it shutting down, no talks of it doing bad. It's still going. Free multiplayer games I used to play have shut down after I got into them. I'm always scared to try new online games. That's fair. I would recommend Guild Wars, because Guild Wars does not use a subscription system. So, yeah, you gotta pay money to buy the game, but you don't have to keep paying money every month to play the game. I praise Guild Wars highly for that reason. From what footage I've seen, it's closer to WoW or Terra, yes. Yes. I've not played Terra, but I played WoW. It's more like WoW. Oh, Phantasy Star Online 2, right, okay. FF is a fun game, but with a grain of salt, though. Realm Reborn is not as good as the rest. Yeah, that's the only thing about FF. The first expansion is the worst! So starting is hard, because the first expansion is the worst. That is, unfortunately, the biggest negative for FF, for new players, is the start is the worst. After that, it's incredible. But the start is really bad. Thank you for the insight. As Boopies has posted the meme. The meme is that you can try FF for free. You can try both FF and Guild Wars for free. They are both free to try and play for a while, so you can download them, give them a go, and if it's not your cup of tea, you won't have wasted any money. In FF, the first 2 expansions are free, correct? Which is actually an insane amount of content to play. That's crazy. The base game of FF was so bad they did a Cataclysm and restarted it. That's true. That's canon. And then they still kind of didn't get it right. That's why it's called a Realm Reborn. It's called a Realm Reborn because they started over. And it still isn't great. But, you know, after that, it's great. So yeah. Hi, Jay! Give it a try and see, thanks. No problem. Played FF for a bit, then realised I was getting addicted, so I chose not to carry on after the free trial. That's understandable. MMOs are like that. For now, I'm gonna chill. I hope you enjoy your chill time. Anyway, it's taking us like 15 minutes to go through this cutscene.
Some defied temptation and held fast to the light. My mother and I among them. For years and years we fought, but it was not enough. And when our strength was spent, our bulwarks broken, so too was the world.
The flood of darkness.
The stars faded from the heavens as a pall black as pitch enveloped creation. Darkness raged unchecked, rending the very walls of reality. I was cast into the rift, and there trapped for what felt like an eternity. Until I came upon a crack. Tiny, infinitesimal, but enough for me to squeeze through. And find my world changed beyond recognition, into the lightless waste you saw.
So that is how you were able to escape becoming a void scent in full.
I suppose I should consider myself fortunate. Were I like most others, I wouldn't have lasted a day before being devoured. We, the lost, are better equipped to survive in a lost world.
Hmm.
A lost world, you say? I wouldn't be so sure. The 13th is still there, is it not?
What are you getting at?
To explain requires that we initiate you into the truth of the source and its reflections. Be warned that this will take a while.
If you're unaware, soft-spoken emo lady is Blue's wife. I have many wives. Also, does anyone else find it ironic that the 13th is the one that's the world of darkness? Just gonna throw that out there. Exposition. The music.
Then, unlike the worlds that have been rejoined, mine still...
The Oracle of Light prevented the first from being completely overcome. So the situation may not be completely identical to that of your 13th.
I was going to ask when I get ascended to wifedom, but that would cause many issues. Yeah, that would cause problems. let's not address that.
But the fact remains that we were able to restore a measure of balance to a world brought to the brink of destruction.
Yeah, playing the music. God, they're so good with their music. It's Shadowbringers music.
Which gives me cause to hope there may be a way to restore light and life to the 13th.
FF music hits different, mm-hmm.
Of course, these are only possibilities. I offer no guarantees. But having experienced what we have, I dare say we are more qualified than most to speak on the matter.
You haven't even heard Honeybee yet. Oh my god. I've heard of Honeybee.
Wait, I don't understand. Why would you say these things? As if you mean to... But the sole reason you came to the Void was...
To find a dragon, aye. And in light of what we've seen, we'd be fools to strive for more. But we Scions, former Scions, begging your pardon, have a habit of not leaving well enough alone.
That's true. When you get there in 2027, I'll be excited. Mm-hmm. That's the rate that I'm going. Because, I've resubbed for this month. I'm going to resub for next month. March, I will drop the sub again. And then I will pick it up again in April. So we've got 2 months of FF.
And old habits die hard, don't they, my friend?
Aye, that they do. Honeybee's a dance club, just don't ask what kind of dancing.
Serve our efforts to find and free Ashdaya. There is no reason not to try.
Cool. Friendly reminder that FF14 has no original ideas. The Honeybee Club is from another Final Fantasy game, and I know what it is there, so I'm guessing it's the same in 14. There are no original ideas. I am aware what the Honeybee Club is. There are no original ideas in FF14. No, wait, I mean the Be My Honey song? Uh-huh. Okay. First draft of the first report of the year is done, sent off to the clinician leading the assessment. Hey, good job. We're doing it. We're being productive. I mean, Haru isn't. But, you know. It has nothing to do with the Honeybee Lounge? Okay.
Do as you will. I have no desire to save that world.
Go take a cheeky Pokemon break. Nice. I have Legends ZA now. I got it for Christmas. I've been enjoying it. I'm like 90% sure you've been to the Honeybee before. Probably, yeah. We're probably getting our strings mixed up, I think. But yes.
Be that as it may, we will have need of your power when next we face Voidsent.
You know how it works. If you want my help, you must pay my price.
It's in Yulmore, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I believe we have been to it. Been meaning to get it secondhand, but I keep forgetting. Fair. I'm liking it, and I'm easily pleased. I have seen a couple of videos which have been literally about how Pokemon fans were upset with Legends ZA, and I'm like, it's not that bad. Maybe I'm just more easily pleased than some people. I was like, it's not that bad. I mean, I've still got a ways to go. There was a little bit of comment about the grind, and I'm like, I haven't really felt that yet, but I'm not the kind of person who minds grinding too much, you know? I play a lot of MMOs, I've played Pokemon all my life, I'm kind of familiar with the concept, you know, slap on an audiobook and zone out for an hour and I'm fine. Are you going to get the Ditto game? No, I do not own a Switch 2, and I have no plans to get one. I will not be getting the Ditto game. Can you even get it secondhand? Maybe. Maybe. What if a Switch 2 was forced upon you? Don't even consider it. I do not currently want a Switch 2, is the thing. I do not currently want one. The Ditto game is only Switch 2. Let's have a look. Pokemon Legends ZA. Is currently available for £45. Well, I guess technically that is cheaper than getting it new. But, okay. That's only £5 cheaper than getting it new. That's Switch games for you. Switch games do not go down in price. Yeah, it's 50 to get it new. It's 45 pre-owned at Computer X at the moment. So, you can get it pre-owned if you want to save a £5. Yes. I do not need a Switch 2 at the moment. I'm good. I do not require a Switch 2. I didn't use my Switch for the longest time. I've only started using it because I've got Legends EA. Though I intend to take my Switch with me for the flight because I've got like a 16-hour flight and I'm like, this would be a good time to actually finish some of my Switch games because, as is probably not a surprise to any of you, I got a lot of games on the Switch that I started and didn't finish. So my intent is to take the Switch with me on the plane and binge some of the games that I've just been leaving. And there's no, I know why, because I keep my Switch downstairs. Because the idea is meant to be that if I want to go play my Switch, I will take time away from the computer because, you know, I work as the computer is both where I work and play games with my friends. So it's good to have that sort of healthy of like, you know, take a step back and spend time away from the computer, which I did over the Christmas holidays, and it was great. But unfortunately, I do also fall into the I want to be on Discord and talk to my friends, which I will be at my computer for. And thus I will not be on my Switch. So I have one or the other. So yeah, I did over the holidays go into Discord on my mobile. I should probably try to get in the habit of doing that. Of I want to hang out with my friends, but also I want to play my Switch on the TV. I can play it in handheld mode, but if I'm at home, I'm like, why wouldn't I play it on my TV? I have a TV. But anyway.
And now that you've drawn Golbez's attention, it's going to cost you more. A lot more.
I like the framing of the apple here.
I will consider this a deposit.
She likes apples. And it's the not Undertale music. I'm a handheld appreciator because I can actually use earbuds and a headset in handheld. Nice. And so I have got, earbuds and stuff that I will take with me on the plane to play the Switch on the plane when we go. Yes, I have seen that. I have mail. I do know core, but I just am not by a mailbox at the moment. Nintendo killed resale. They hate people reselling. Yep. Speaking of which, I want to get back into Violet. Fair enough. I found 2 shinies in Legends EA, and I don't have the shiny charm yet, so that's nice. I found 2 full odd shinies, and the first one was a Pidgey! History repeats itself. My first ever shiny was a Pidgey, and now I found a shiny Pidgey, so I'm very, very pleased with that. Never finished it. Fair enough. Funnily enough, the ending of Scarlet and Violet's the best bit. That's reminding me I still need to do the co-op stuff in the Scarlet Violet DLC. Same. I finished the DLC story, but I haven't done the post-game legendary hunt that requires you to do stuff with people. And now that the next, now that the next game is out, I probably now won't. Because I've been playing Pokemon for so long, I have all the legendaries. I have them in my Pokemon home. So it is kind of just like a time thing of just, it's nice to do, to get all the legendaries. It's like, I do already have them, so I don't need to. Technically, there are still gaps in my Pokemon home that I need to work on, I think. I haven't looked at it in several months, though. But anyway. The greater blessing is nevertheless you, my friend, for encouragement to embark upon my search anew and your help in overcoming the challenges thus far. What's with the slime? Golbez and his minions will seek to stymie our efforts, of this we can be sure. But with you on my side, I have confidence we will succeed, that we will find and liberate my sister, and that we shall return home together. I regret not learning about home before bank shut down. I'd love to have my mons from my first game, Emerald. Ah, that sucks. I did that. I did the thing of transferring them all over, so I have got Pokemon from, like, my copies of Emerald and stuff like that in my Pokemon home. One of my oldest boys is I have a Rayquaza from the 10th Pokemon anniversary event. Pokemon is 30 years old this year. I have a 20-year-old Rayquaza and a couple of others, because I got more than one Pokemon from that event. I've got a 20-year-old Rayquaza, a 20-year-old Latias, Pikachu, Charizard. So yeah, they were on my Emerald, sent them over to my DS, sent them from my DS to my 3DS, sent them over to Bank, and then sent them over to home. I procrastinated on getting Bank before it shut down, so no option to get the older mons. Aww. That's a shame. There are ways to get them now. There are ways to, like, get them for the purpose of completing, like, a dex thing, but it is hard if it's, like, you want one from the old games, you can't do that, but it's like, yeah. You know what I mean. So remember my team, I recall I looked a few years ago and apparently I had a shiny Disso. I do not remember getting that. Damn. That must have been a real treat to find. I convinced my friend at the time Action replayed it in or something. He would often take my game and hand it back and not tell me what he did. Fair enough. I did dabble in the Action replay when I was a kid, but I reached... I don't remember how old I was, but I reached a certain point where something ticked in my brain, and I was like, no, they all need to be legit. So I literally, like, erased the game that had, like, all the Action replayed Pokemon on it, and I was like, nope, they gotta be legit. So I know that none of the Pokemon in my home are cheat Pokemon because I actually, like, deleted them all. Although, funny enough, does anyone remember Pokemon Ranch? Precursor to Pokemon Bank? Oh, hang on, we've got a cutscene. Oh my god, guys, this guy looks like Goldbears.
First Scarmiglione, and now Barbaricia. Useless, the both of them.
It was no lie. They conspire with a Memoriat.
And their search for the dragon will lead them here. The war looms nigh. We cannot allow these interlopers to interfere.
If I may, my lord, I have a plan to eliminate them.
That can't be Goldbears. I don't know.
In order to guarantee its success, however, I will require Cagnazzo's cooperation. Now there's sport to be had, then I'll play along. As much as I dislike following your lead, I have no patience for scheming.
Well and good to have confidence, but do not forget the cost of failure.
Point for me was Kirby Squeak Squad, the first game I ever 100%ed. I got it with cheats and was sad because chests could never be open because of it, so I reset and made it my first 100%. Also, Dragon mentioned, yeah. Yeah, I think as a kid, there's a point where you're like, oh, look, cheats are cool, and then something clicks in your brain and you're like, I'm not actually playing the game. This doesn't feel good, and then you just like... Are you alright? He interrupted my reflow. Are you okay? He interrupted my train of thought. You're gonna fall off. You okay, bud? I'm a bit hesitant because this might disturb you, but I kind of want to just nudge you back on a little bit, just to be like, hey, don't fall off. Okay? Nico, don't fall off. He's looking at me with such audacity. Wow. Wow. There you go. He's looking at me just like, what the fuck did you just say to me?
Rest assured, I will see the dream to fruition. Even should I be consumed by my own flames, I will pave the way for one and all.
Then I will trust in your oath and your plan.
This has got to be the most scattered FF stream I've ever had. We have not really been paying attention to the game at all.
To rejoice, my lord. This I vow.
And before Blue tells everyone she's getting a cat on April 1st. Hey, never say never. Cat sitting after Haru's made me realize how much I've missed having a cat. And the thing is that if I had my own cat, at least to start with, I would keep them in the room with me while they're new, but like once they get used to the house and I know their personality, I would probably trust them to wander the house while I'm not streaming. It's because Haru's not my cat and I don't fully know what he'll do. That's why he gets shut in here with me at the moment. Don't you lick your paws as though you've never done anything wrong in your life. You've been clawing my carpets. But yeah, I've said to a couple of people, when we come back from our trip, I'm probably going to start keeping an eye on cat adoption shelters. And then one day I'm going to go up to Spook and be like, look at this baby! But we'll see.
Some excitement for a change.
Why do they keep looking at his crotch?
No sacrifice is too great. Even should my 4 archfiends be lost, I will not halt my steps. The prison of passivity is an obstacle to my cause, and so you must fall. What irony that the blessed damned should set us free.
Don't say that, Thor. Don't say that.
As I swore so long ago. The gate lies open. At long last, my ambition shall be fulfilled!
Throw open the gates! Or however it goes. Throw wide the gates? Was that the line? Throw wide the gates? Why does that feel like that was the end of the patch? And now, yep, just got an achievement. There we go, into the light. That was the end of that patch, and then this would have been the start of the next patch. Once more into the void! I've said that a few times. I might go put the heating on. It's actually a little chilly in here. I'm sure Haru would appreciate having some heat coming from the radiator. I did put the heating on when stream started, but I think it's ticked off. But it's still cold. Don't get up. There we go, put the heating on. He didn't move. Ta-da. Pet the baby. Alexa, as always, your timing is most fortuitous. I wish to share with you news concerning Zero. You will recall in the exchange faith as she agreed to aid us in our search for my sister. At Y'shtola's suggestion, I began providing said aid in the form of food. Zero has found the arrangement agreeable and has been eating steadily. In large part due to that, she claims to have already made a full recovery. If you and the others are ready as well, I would set forth to the void once more. Excellent. I shall inform Y'shtola and Estinian and then go to collect my other vessel from the alchemists. In the meantime, might I ask you to fetch Zero? She was absent when I visited the chambers earlier, but I suspect you will find her in the corridor connecting Yuge and Kana. It seems she's grown partial to the view of the city it affords. Once we attend our respective tasks, let us gather here. Baby doing the little mews. Yeah. Him squeak. Him do a little squeak. I'm almost through the main story of Heaven's Ward on my alt. Hey, nice! How are you finding going back through Heaven's Ward after all this time? Because I always said that Heaven's Ward was my favourite expansion, but part of me acknowledges that could be nostalgia glasses, because, like, it's been a long time since I played Heaven's Ward. Postman! Post me a man, I said postman. God! You bought me an outfit? Thank you! Oh my god. Thank you so much! I mean, I have to put that on Reaper, right? That's what it's for. My God, look at the hat. Look at that hat! It's so cool! Figured you'd enjoy your wife's clothes. I do. The hat's so cool. Hey yo, this shit's dyeable? Oh my god. Ooh. Tell you what, this would make a sick red mage hat. Look at that. That's a sick red mage hat. Thank you, Core. I will have fun. They're starting to add multi-channels to shop gear. Good. Good. They've added multi-channels to a few things. Look, the Foxes have 2 dye channels now. I kind of wish that putting this on would hide the Mikote ears, because it looks a bit weird having the four ears. But thank you. I'll get to play dress up on my Reaper. That I have very clearly not played very much. Y'shtola's outfit has 2 now. Nice. I think it's good because some of them are like, well, a lot of them are just really nice pieces of gear. So it's nice that you can dye them and, like, make them your own, because when you have armor that is very clearly a character's armor, it's like, yeah, it's cool armor, but you're very clearly dressed as that character, whereas if you can dye it, you kind of make it your own a little bit. Oh, I need to be in the up. This is, I need to be above here. You should see Kaylin with the Benoit hits! Oh my god. This big bonnet. In tall. I picked up the floppy bunny ears from the saucer, nice. I assumed those were the ones you were talking about. It is funny that they have bunny ears when Vera
Everyone
exists.
is so carefree.
Like, is that insensitive? Is that insensitive to Vera to be wearing bunny ears? I don't know. My phone's been making a lot of notification noises. Is someone trying to message me? There are two sets of ears, straight and floppy. Kind of like Vera? Then they can have straight or floppy ears, right? Okay, it just appears to be Instagram. People are sending me memes again.
Unafraid and unconcerned in spite of their weakness, and how easily their lives could be torn apart in an instant. Such luxuries are lost to us. We have no hopes or dreams, not even the release of death. Only hunger. Others are a means to an end, at times a literal one. We forge covenants with men and come here to feed, or to die. I thought it would be no different when I was summoned by Xenos. Lives were tools to him, to be used and discarded at whim. In that respect, he was a void-sent at heart. But towards you, and you alone, he behaved differently. And I cannot fathom why. What was it that drove him? What made him choose such an end?
Who can say?
But enough about that man. He is dead and we are all better for it.
Yeah.
Why are you here? Was there something you needed?
We gotta go back.
So you're heading back now. Then as per our bargain, I will go as well.
Take adventure gear changes. I'm wearing mage gear for my dancer as it's more dancery than what I have access to at the moment. I think once I start maybe doing stuff on alts again, I'm looking forward to be able to have armor on my low level tank classes that don't look like tin cans, because Good God. Good God, lower level tank gear is shit. Just realised I ran past the thing. There's one set of low-level tank gear I like, although it's kind of generic. Fair. I think there's like a... I don't know if I have it on a plate. I think there's a low-level piece of DPS gear that I kind of like the look of. Admittedly, I haven't used it in forever. This was my Heaven's Ward look, I remember. Yeah, level 60. This was my Heaven's Ward gear. Yeah, Realm Reborn, Heaven's Ward. Yeah, it was this one. I liked this. Level 17. I don't know why, I just really like this look. Faux Strikers, yeah, the Faux Strikers tabard. It's Disciple of War, so you can wear this on any class. I think this was like my caster fit. Ninja. Beach. This was my botanist outfit for a long time. This is what I went to go chop cheese down with. I don't remember what this look was for. It was just a look that I liked. Newbie quest rewards, it's Faux Strikers but black. Oh, okay. I think it can be dyed. Oh no, it can't. No, it's too low level to be dyed. Yep. Bard. This was Bard and Dancer for a while. Yeah, Bard, Mechanist, Dancer. This is ranged. That was my Bard look for a while. And then I had a similar one, which was also for Ninja. 2 matching sets. My rocker look, which I think I wore for Dark Knight. Blue Mage. This is canonically what blue mages look like in this game. This was, even though it's not red, this was my red mage look. A blue red mage. Grimace. This is my Shadowbringers set. A work in progress on the wedding one. Don't look at that because I don't like it. And what I'm wearing now. And then I got one free. Yeah, I'm not happy with the wedding one. It looks bad at the moment. I was just testing stuff. Speaking of which, you can speak for yourself. Because, no.
Everyone is here? Good. Let us set forth for the void once more.
The more you badger me, the more I won't want to do it.
What is it?
No? What is happening?
He's calling.
What is the meaning of this?
Unless I'm mistaken, that was intended for one of your kin. Who?
It was for the briefest of moments. but I felt her. Ashdire.
Oh.
I thought she was in the void.
Haven't you had to go with the butler set? You'll hate it, which means it's amazing. Uh-oh. Oh, no.
As did I. Yet the presence was unmistakable. Thus did I call out, only for it to fade and vanish.
Perhaps she crossed over to the source, then immediately turned back.
I do not know.
That's bait. That's what that is.
Could she have found a way home?
The how of it aside, if she was indeed in the source, there may be clues where she came through that could lead us back to her. Where exactly was it that you felt her presence?
First rule about reading clothes is don't talk about the reading clothes. Exactly.
Far to the north. That was all I could discern.
I literally need to spend, like, multiple evenings in a call with Curls now that the, clothing change has happened. I can look through... I gotta look through all the armor in the game to be like, what do I want to wear? Because, of course, I was limited to what I could wear on the classes I had. And at the level. Because if I could find a piece of clothing that I liked on another class, it had to be of a level that I could wear it. And for a lot of my other classes, that's not the case.
The north, you say? Beyond the bounty? Garlemald?
As good a place to start as any. My apologies, Zero, but your return to the Void will have to wait.
I told you before that I have no reason to go back there. Do as you will.
All right. I presume you wish to stay here in Radzat-Han until we return?
You've kept me amply fed. I wouldn't be averse to helping you on your search.
Hey, I think we're happy to have someone who wants to be paid in food.
If Ashdire was indeed here, other Void Scent may have made the journey as well.
Her set might make a good mech set as well. I think her set could be pretty good on a lot of classes, especially dyed different
Very well.
colours.
We would welcome your company.
Like, the black is very obviously Reaper coded. You could probably Death Knight it as well if you want to go for something that's less armoured. But with some different colours on it, like I said, that hat of red is so red mage, but like with the feather, it'd be very barred as well.
If it's decided, then I'll contact our associates in Garlemald. It's me. Still talking everyone's ears off, I trust? Understood. We'll see you there.
Aww.
We're to rendezvous at Tertium.
Like
We'll
this
need to
chest
teleport to make it
plate,
there in
if I
time.
dyed it blue, I'd wear it on
Can
Dragoon.
you?
Aye. I know it well from my time as an avatar.
Of course.
Then it seems we're all set.
If there is nothing else, let us see to our final preparations.
God's Revel Lands Tremble is the name of the patch that we are in. Yeah, it's definitely the black that makes this Reaper coded, but you slap other colours on that and you can use that on a variety of different classes. By all accounts, Sajdeya is Golbez's prisoner, yet if she was in the source, it could be that she managed to escape from the void, if only for a fleeting moment. That's mere conjecture. If we want the truth, then we must go find it. Come, let's make for Tertium. Our friends are waiting. Yay! Thank you for the free teleport!
Any moment now.
My friends, 'tis good to see you again.
I want to see my little boy. Here he comes. I want to see my little boy. There they are.
And you. I was worried that the cold wouldn't agree with you, but you're both looking quite well.
You get used to it. It helps that there's no shortage of fuel and heaters like before.
Glad to hear it. Have you been working in Garlemald all this time?
We have. Though the worst is behind them, the people still have a long road ahead. With the nation in ruins and the leadership void yet to be filled, there remains a lack of direction, a pervasive sense of aimlessness and worry.
Still, everyone wants to make things better. And we're here to help. A lot of Garleans wanted nothing to do with us, but they're starting to come round. Slowly, but surely.
Doing a fine job. I'm proud of you!
You're too kind. But it's thanks to the cooperation of like-minded souls that we've been able to make any progress. The allied nations continue to send supplies, which allow us to meet basic needs such as food and shelter. Meanwhile, Euless and a number of soldiers have begun a restoration initiative, with more and more volunteers joining by the day.
I don't know why, but I was literally just thinking of, like, would they ever do an update where they actually make them slightly taller? Because they are kids, but, like, we've known them for a few years now. Like, surely they should have, like, a little growth spurt or something at some point. Can you imagine people's reaction if they turned up one day and they were taller and everyone was like, "Oh, you've grown!" They should do that. They should give them, like, not like adult-sized, but, like, they should give them, like, an in-between of, like teenager height.
Like Alphino said, they've got a long road ahead of them. But we'll get there together, one step at a time. But enough about events here. What brings you to us? And with new company, besides.
Oh, he's wearing the poncho that I like. That's neat.
This may take rather a long time to explain, but bear with me.
Exposition. I'm gonna drink some water.
After traveling to the edge of existence, I thought you'd keep your escapades closer to home for a while. But I suppose there's no stopping you. Not that I'm one to talk, of course.
The heart of an adventurer cannot be denied.
Looks at me.
You could have at least invited me too. Surely there was room enough for me and Grahar in the undersea vault.
Aww. Sorry. Thought you were busy. Sorry.
Oh, it's fine. You can make it up to me on the next one.
I think the only way that would be able to do that is they toss them somewhere for expansion and then bring them back as adults at the end or next expansion. That's what I mean of, like, jumping from here to adult would be too big of a jump. So they should do, like, a middle-sized one for them.
But on a more serious note, are we sure it's wise to keep Xenos' former avatar around? I understand how you came to work together, but nevertheless...
You're right to be cautious. I'm a void sent, after all. But do not conflate me with Xenos.
He's literally gone at the furthest end, which is the most awkward bit to have on camera. So contrary.
To recall my time in his service, it angers me.
Is that so? I think we'll get along just fine, you and I.
Now that we are all caught up, to the matter at hand. As we were about to resume our search in the void, I felt the presence of my sister Ajdaya in the source. Somewhere in the far north, perhaps even here in Galmald. If you have seen or heard anything out of the ordinary, I must know.
As a matter of fact, we may have.
Oh?
In recent days, we have had to contend with a surprising number of void sent. And not the lesser kind that occasionally manifest, but ones possessed of considerable power.
You think they might have been summoned? By whom?
We're not sure. But as Euless reminded us, practitioners of a certain traditional Garlean art rely upon void-sent servants.
Reapers.
The very same I believe you have mastered.
It's an interesting comment.
Reapers left in Garlemald, we can't rule out the possibility that some are working in secret.
That's a little nod to the fact that the game has registered that I've got levels in Reaper. A little extra bit of dialogue there. We're doing Minecraft this week. Which mod pack? The winter one. The winter one, not the new one that Neren's been working on. Oh, I'll put that in Discord. That was going to be not for stream. It was for the holiday. This is going to be the goodbye. You are fair for calling me out because I did say it wasn't for stream. It's nowhere near complete, but I have to borrow Den to decorate. I mean, I'm currently asking if people don't want to. Let me say, would people be okay with that? Would people be okay with that? You are correct in pointing that out. I actually forgot that I had said that. Originally say it wasn't a stream thing. I may only come for a bit, but I do want to go eat early tomorrow. To be honest, I'm fine either way. Fair enough. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be a server tour unless people want me to go look at their stuff. I didn't think about this, did I? It's mainly just because Den came in and was like, can we do Minecraft this week? And I was like, sure. I didn't actually put any thought into that. Need to trim my nail, it's bothering me. No, you didn't. No, I didn't. I haven't had to think about community night for 2 weeks, and it's been nice. Not thinking about things, that's very unlike you. Thanks, Cor.
To summon not one, but several powerful Voidsent is no small feat. But if Ashdaya was indeed called from the void...
Then it is likely the same party is responsible.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the new one that Neren's been working on because we need to do setup for it. I know Neren's been doing all of the has like made the mod pack and tested the server and stuff, but we need to do the whole thing where we like go find a place. We like test out seeds and find a good place to make a spawn and stuff. And I didn't want to do any of that while I was on holiday because I was on holiday. So we need to do all that before we decide to put it up.
Alternatively, the etheric confluence at the Tower of Babel may have triggered an expansion of natural fissures one could use to cross over. But I think that improbable, if not impossible.
And see, I like our Minecraft servers to be good. They're not, for us at least, they're not as simple as like pick mod pack, make it go live, go have fun. So no, we put thought and planning into them to try and make them good for people. The last one apparently backfired because I wanted it to be in a winter biome and everybody hated it. So fuck me, I guess. If last I checked, he's still doing stuff with it. If I recall, it's close to where he thinks it's good. I've learned something interesting. I'm looking up translations for words, Pokemon nicknames. Turns out clairvoyant is a Danish word. Is it? Interesting. I don't know why. I would assume it was French.
Then we must assume these events have indeed been orchestrated.
Well, summoned or no, we've been trying to track them to their origin. It's the mountains to the east, we think.
Is this going to be a dungeon?
Can you guide us there?
I would, but the terrain is too difficult to traverse on foot. Nor is flying an option due to the winds.
Too much ground to cover in any case. Is there no way to narrow it down?
There is one place we thought to look first. An isolated village rumored to have once been home to a Reaper Order.
That would indeed make an excellent start. Though the question of how to get there remains.
So would I. This is, of course, assuming the translator is right. Fair enough.
Euless may be of assistance. Let us return to Camp Broken Glass and consult him.
The random things that you find. Yeah, because now that you mentioned that, of just like, which pack is it going to be, it occurred to me of like, oh, maybe all the people who have asked can we play Minecraft want to play the new mod pack, not the current one, but the new one isn't ready. I don't know why I clicked on that. That was not what I needed. The shadowy one. Wait, what was the new one that I got from the last? The light one, yeah. Which is very similar to the innocent one. Annoyingly, I missed out on the blue one. The one time I didn't have a sub because I literally could not afford it and there was a MOG event and it had the blue dragon in it. I was very upset. We literally have a mount made for high wind areas, the mana cutter. You're right! That was what that was made for. I forgot about that, as has everyone else. There was like a whole story segment about it. Huh. I forgot I can fly in this zone. I'm so used to not being able to fly. I was about to run the whole way. The only reason I remember is because I just got it. Oh, fair. Recency bias, as they say. Oh god, I just remembered what happened the last time I was in this area. The bad happened. Hi, bud! Excellent, what a welcome surprise. I see you're travelling with a large crew, as usual. Estinian found a convenient thing to lean on. Not to suggest that's an inconvenience for us, we'd be happy to share our supplies with you and your allies, should you require any. Apologies if we interrupt you, Lus, but there's a matter we wish to discuss. I don't know why I put a T on there. We've just finished our routine briefing, so you come at a good time. Is this about the Void Scent? It is. From what we can discern, they're coming from the mountains to the east. Practitioners of the Reaper arts once lived in that area, did they not? Yes, they had a village there in the Lapis Manalis caverns. Scythe wielders forged a pact with Void Sense and took to battle with the beings at their side. For a time they played an invaluable role in our military, but the advent of Magitech saw them fall out of favour. Then when some were masters in insurrectionists, the order was outlawed. The village is believed to be long abandoned. Speaking of their art, it seems you've picked it up. Who was it that taught you? Well, I suppose it's neither here nor there now. Literally just that, I'm not telling. I ain't a snitch. I also don't remember because I literally picked up the Reaper quest and then went, okay, thanks, bye, and then left. Interesting that they do acknowledge that you've learned how to be a Reaper. My sister has been taken captive by Voidsent. I sense her presence in this land and I have come in search of her. If Voidsent have been sighted here, then I believe there is a connection. We should like to investigate these caverns you mentioned, but Alphino tells us they are not easily reached. Yes, Cora, I saw your post in the FF channel, and I saw how horrendously you butchered Estinian's name and gave Kay a headache. I'm afraid so. Deep snow and tumultuous winds rule out walking and flying. If you want to get anywhere, you're going to need Magitech's snowcraft. Alas, the last remaining functional one we had was broken. Should still be over at the Cerulean Ingens where it was abandoned. Is there anyone who can fix it? Perhaps the former engineers at Tapper's Den? Their duty included transporting Cerulean tanks to Jutura Platform G using snowcraft. I expect they had to maintain a few over the years. It's worth looking into, I'd say. Giving Kay a headache was just a bonus. In the course of delivering provisions, I've come to know the people there quite well. If they can help us, I'm sure they will. May I ask you to accompany her? Given the presence of Void Sense, it's best we avoid travelling alone. Sensible. In the meantime, will you not tell me more about the mountain? I would like to learn as much as I can before commencing our searching in earnest. Come with me, I'll introduce you to someone who's very well versed in the local geography. Alize, was it? I wish to speak with you. Oh? In that case, why don't you come with us to Tapper's Den? We can chat on the way. Look at my dog.
What was it you wished to talk about?
Why do you help these people? What is it that you stand to gain?
I'm sorry?
She still can't get her head around just doing the right thing for the sake of doing the right thing. Everything has to be for something.
You don't act on behalf of a higher power, nor are you bound by a contract. In spite of this, you help them. Why?
And there I thought it was something serious.
Everything wants to also correct Estonian to Estonian. That's because Estonian is a proper word. Estonian technically isn't. It's a fantasy name. Spell checkers won't acknowledge it. That's me I need to address later. Okay, there we go.
I help them because I want to. Because it's the right thing to do.
But what do you stand to gain? You didn't answer the question.
Didn't I? I followed my heart. What I got out of it came after. Was there anything else? If not, let's keep moving.
Right.
Does not understand. Does not compute.
To act not out of obligation or in pursuit of gain. To simply live. And they survive like this.
Mm-hmm. I recall you saying you become the Azure Dragoon in the Dragoon chain. You do. Yes. When does that happen? Oh god, you're asking me to remember? It's around the time you get the armor, because the armor is like what signifies it. Where? Sorry, I was trying to remember and look it up, but I don't know what to search. You alright, Zero? Did something I say confuse or upset you? No, I'm simply trying to understand your perspective. If you wish to continue, I am ready and able. That's a relief. This isn't the sort of place you want to mull things over. It's not too much further to Tapper's Den. I doubt we'll have much trouble finding an engineer when we arrive, so let's speak to the first one we spot. Asking me because I'm at the part where Estinian says that when you become the Azure Dragoon, you also get the Dragon's Eye. Mm-hmm. I wonder if, hang on, juicy logs? It's under character, surely. Achievements. Character? Disciples of War? Hang on, can I search? Where's a search? Not really a search option, is there? I was looking for the achievement name. Completed achievements with title rewards. Quests? Job quests. Yeah, I think it's this one. Doesn't say what level that is, because you get the title. I don't know what level or where that is, because it's a long time ago now. Yeah, it's around there. Which is level 60. Apparently. I don't know if that helps. Because I don't remember. After Heaven's Ward. Well, yeah. Well, 60 is in Heaven's Ward. It's not classified as Stormblood. I blanked on the expansion name. It's not classified as Stormblood, it's still part of Heaven's Ward. Oh no, it is earlier than that, actually. No, it is earlier than that. I don't know. If you've not got to it yet, you'll see it. It's just a thing that happens. It's like just a process that you go through. You get all of your armor pieces, and then you do a thing, and then you get the final piece. I'm in the 55-ish range. I feel like you've not been paying attention. Then it might have already happened. For the MSQ. Okay. Are you what level story quest are you on? There we go, I found it. See, this is what you do to me. It's the quest called Fatal Seduction, and one of the bullet points, spoilers, for the quest description is the soul of the Dragoon having fully awakened with you, you now stand a full-fledged Azure Dragoon. So it's the level 45 Dragoon quest. Is when it happens. You now stand a full-fledged Azure Dragoon. So, I'm in the level 55-ish story range. Well, you gotta remember, it's not in the main story, it's in the role quests for the class. Remember? Back when we used to have class quests? It doesn't happen in the main story, it happens in the class quest. Realm Reborn, interesting. Yeah. I thought it was. I looked at this and I was like, oh, it's in Heavensward? Like, no, it's in Realm Reborn. Yeah. Because, yeah, I remember when I was playing through Heavensward and Estinian turned up, everyone's like, you guys, and people were like, oh, are you ready for this guy? And I was like, I already know who this is. And the people were confused. They were like, what? I was like, yeah, well, I know who Estinian is. I've already kicked his ass. He's in the Dragoon quest line, and everyone was like, huh? And I was like, yeah, it's kind of important in the Dragoon quest line. Because, of course, back then, I didn't know. Like, he's the Azure Dragoon. So am I. We're both Azure Dragoons. This is a thing that happens. I know you. You're the one who roughed up the guards. After you left, your contingent friends came along. Our lives are a lot better now, thanks to them. They understood our plight and offered help, whether we wanted to stay here or return home. For that, we're truly grateful. We're grateful to you too, Alize. The trip across the lake is hardly pleasant, but you make it all the same to bring us provisions. Oh, don't mention it. We're glad we can help. That said, we're actually hoping for a favour of you today. We need a Magitech snowcraft repaired, the one abandoned in Cerula Ingans. We're hoping you might be up to the task. Ah, you want to ride the mammoth? That's what we took to calling the crafts on account of their size. As often as I use them on rigs, I know a thing or two about their maintenance. I'll see if I can get your mammoth roaring again. It's the least I can do to repay your kindness. Oh, wonderful. Please come with us back to Camp Broken Glass and we'll take it from there. So far so good, Exa. Let's be on our way. I'm just wondering how certain MSQ changes if you're the Azure Dragoon and are supposed to have the eye. The thing is, because I've only done it as Dragoon, I wouldn't know what the differences are. So I wouldn't know if it was meant to go a different way. I wouldn't know that. Because I've only seen the way I've done it. So I don't know what the differences are. Well. Welcome back. I presume this is the engineer who will help us with the craft. I'll do everything I can to get her up and running again. But I doubt I'll be able to do so quickly, at least on my own. The mammoth is big and so are its parts. Some strong backs should make the work go faster. You have ours. Hi, bud. We're talking a lot about you at the moment. You finished learning about the mountain, I take it? Aye, we have a solid grasp of that area as well as the site of the snowcraft. I feel a sneeze coming. Am I going to scare it off now that I've mentioned it? Ugh. 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 My back is perhaps not as strong as some, but I should be glad to stand guard for void scent and other unruly wildlife. Much obliged, miss. And let's all head over to the mammoth and assess what needs fixing. They have matters well in hand, which means we can resume our duties. Would you care to assist us, Exa? Hope you're doing alright, Hope. How about you, Zero? I'll assist you as well, as payment for answering my question. That's hardly something that demands payment, but we're glad for your contribution nonetheless. She's so silly. My thanks again for agreeing to help. The Ulcibed contingent brings in shipments of food, medicine, and other necessities by airship. We've yet to deliver a share of supplies to Tertium, and I would appreciate it if one of you could assist us in the task today. I'll do it. Well, Exo, looks like you're with me then. Voidsent sightings have been increasing by the day, which is why I had a mind to go out and patrol Eblin Rime. Shall we? What level did I get my ninja to? Only 84. I thought I got it higher than that. I was doing ninja stuff during the last Moogle event. Voidsent was spotted here not long ago. Considering the proximity to Camp Broken Glass, everyone is understandably concerned. Hopefully not for much longer. You follow this road eastward and you will have to have a look to the north. If you should encounter any Voidsent, I won't begrudge you dispatching them without me. I wonder which one has the enemies in it. Lovely. Not a void scent, just a thing that happens here. Disgusting. Do you have anything to play this Tuesday? I think I do. I think I know what I'm going to play next Tuesday. Even though I haven't finished my Beastie Ball decks, I think the just the one sort of day sort of scratched my itch for it. So I think I do know what I'm gonna play. Because Monster Sanctuary, the Monster Care Simulator was fun, but it's definitely now just sort of in the same just cycle. It's just in the same gameplay loop, so I kind of think I've had my fill of it. So I think I am ready for a different game, but I think I know what I'm gonna play. I think I know what I'm gonna play. Where's the last one? I might also start to dabble in this year, maybe asking the odd friend if they want to collab on a Tuesday as well. Ah, one here. I know that when I did do collabs, it was always on Friday, but I might see if the odd person fancies joining me on a Tuesday. See how the mood takes me, essentially. Oh, you've decided to join in, huh? Okay, that was that. I've fallen back into the thing that I have done in the past, though, where I've got a lot of these games where it's like I'm done streaming them, but I haven't technically finished them. So I'm not uninstalling them because in my brain I'm like, oh, I'll finish it just in my own time, and then I never do, and now my game drive is getting full again. Oh, you want me to go underground? Right? Yeah, that's underground somewhere. Is it the entrance to this? Oh no, it's just here. I thought it was underground.
All finished, are we? Good. The cold doesn't let up out here, does it? They've the means to keep everyone warm at Camp Broken Glass and Tertium. But the measures are still only temporary. Subsisting on charity. Dreading the day the sympathy of others is exhausted. It's no way to live. They need lasting safety and security.
Spooko? I hear noises. I can hear noises. Spook is not home. which is interesting. Oh, it might be the neighbour. It's probably just the neighbour. You okay, Haru? Do you know where you are? No. Oh, I should put the light on for Spook. It's getting dark. Hi, Raz! Enjoy cat. Haru, entertain stream for me, okay? Mwah. Come back. Don't panic. Are you a good boy? Hi, Raz. How's things? How was your Crimbus? There is a cat. It is not mine. I am cat sitting. I am cat sitting. He goes home tomorrow. It's been lovely having him. I don't know if he's appreciated being with me because my schedule is obviously completely different to what he's used to. Wow. Christmas was great. I avoided all the people and it was heaven. How about yours? I hope you had great festivities. It was good, yeah. So I had 2 weeks off, as you know. The first week was a lot of being social. We obtained cat for the Christmas period. There was a lot of going to see family, going to see friends. We went and saw a lot of people. The week after was more of the actual break week. I spent most of that week sat on my sofa playing Legends EA because Spook got it me for Christmas. So I was fairly absent for those 2 weeks. And now I'm back. But yeah, so I had 1 week of a lot of socializing and then 1 week of chilling out. New Year's wasn't great for me. I'm not going to go too much more into that. And I'm just trying to move on from it. But Christmas was great. Spending time with my family and my friends was great and wonderful. Yeah. Not too much is changing on the stream. Changing Mondays a little bit. But otherwise, we're still just doing our artwork and games and stuff. I won't be editing the big highlights videos anymore because they weren't really doing great, and I don't think they were a good use of my time. Instead, once a week I will edit up shorts because that's just what the algorithm wants. It wants shorts, it doesn't want long videos. And that's the only real change. Yeah. Although, a small change in our life, me and Spook are going to go grocery shopping on Thursdays now instead of on Friday. So hopefully on Fridays I'm not rushing as much. So yeah. And hydrate, thank you. I'm waiting for him to ignore Rosa when she comes to get him. Oh no! You see, because like, part of the reason that we're cat-sitting Haru for Rosa is up here. I say up here, technically it's down. Geographically. Technically she's come south from where she lives. She has come south for Christmas. To be with her boyf. But for various reasons they can't have the cat. So we have the cat, but Rosa has been here probably about 6 times over the last 2 weeks. to see him, and he loves her. I think he does miss her. He loves her, and he, you know, he always comes to the door and stuff. So I think he does actually miss her. I saw the news on the highlight reel. It's fully sad but fully understandable, and you got to use your time where it suited best. Thank you, Raz, and thank you for watching the video. Because I think most people just know that fact because I told them. So thank you for watching the video. If they could, oh, thank you. They took a lot of time. They took a lot of time to do. Yeah, I know that the people who watched them liked them, so I am sorry that I've decided to stop, but, you know, it always feels really awkward to say, because it's like, obviously I'm very grateful for the people we do have, but I need additional people, and they weren't bringing in new viewers. So, yeah. Yeah. That's just the state of the internet at the moment. It's just the state of things, which is a shame. Look at it, look at it. You have no worries. You have no concerns. You're not worried about algorithms. Bless. Fully agree with the decision. Thank you, that's appreciated.
Though things will never be as they once were.
This stream sure has been one of the most FF streams ever. We have barely paid any attention to the game today and talked about 100 different other things.
If we can restore a modicum of normalcy to their lives, maybe that will be enough for them to move forward. If we're to achieve that, we have to work harder. I have to work harder.
Aww. You're doing your best, anyone can see that.
Oh? Lest you misunderstand, I wasn't fishing for a compliment. As I said, I'm doing this because I want to.
Admittedly, as I was here for most of the clips, I wasn't watching them a lot. Very fair. Very fair. As a lot of these shorts aren't going to be new for a while. I'm going to be... because I have all of that content that I made. I have all of those videos. I will be taking a lot of those and turning them into shorts. Though I will say that because they will be shorts, hopefully you guys will still watch them, because at most of them will still sort of be like 30 seconds. So it will just be like, click, watch for 30 seconds, done. I'm already close to bingo. I added in a thing for redeem a random bingo number. So needless to say, people really went off on the bingo.
Still, I appreciate your support.
No.
Well, our work here is done. We should be heading back.
Thou giveth temptation for us to gambleth. I perceive this. Thank you. It already baited Core into spending bits on a new on a new bingo card. It's once per person per stream. Yeah, for the first 3 days, for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, it was once per person per stream, and it got redeemed to heck. And then we immediately got a winner, and I was like, okay, evidently this is too many, so now it's once per stream. So you can get up to... what is it, 8? Because I don't stream every day, but Friday has 2 streams. I don't know my own schedule. Let's just do this real quick. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh no, it's 7. Yeah, there's one day I don't stream, but Friday has, yeah, so it's 7. So there's 7 streams every week. You see, the schedule has been slightly tweaked. Monday has been changed to match all the other days. It doesn't take a lot to bait me into it. I appreciate it. It means I can actually afford to do things. I don't feel like this is too bad for me to say, because everybody feels this way. But after December, my god, do I need January's paycheck? So, thank you.
I hope Alphano and Zero haven't gotten into any trouble.
You had to say it, didn't you?
I cannot imagine how awful it must have been to serve as Xenos' avatar. To not only suffer him, but so much else.
Yes. Also, the bingo leaderboard was reset for the year. So now is the time to actively take part in bingo. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Russo got actually got a bingo from all of the redeems that happened. So now Russo is in the lead. And I'm sure Core will be very normal about that. But yes. So I believe you get points for just taking part, and then you get more points for winning. Very normal, glances at second card. Already put money into it. Already put money into the game. But yeah. It's funny though, because a lot of the random redeems have been quite common ones, like Tangent. Because today has been an entire tangent, so that would have been ticked off, but on Tuesday someone redeemed random bingo redeem and they got Tangent, and I'm like, oh, that one's kind of a waste. That was a bit of a waste. So we'll see. Be normal? Do you even know me at all? Fair. You're about. Don't worry, Core. You're about as normal as me.
She's a fighter, all right. Like you and me.
Friendly reminder that just because I'm not making highlights, I'm still making shorts, so I will still need clips. That's the risk of the gamble. Sometimes you win, sometimes you tangent. That's the gamble. Meanwhile, at Tertium... Oh.
Thank you, miss. Thank you. This feels strangely familiar.
He's home!
Excuse me, Alphano. My wife, she's come down with a high fever. Do you think you could take a look at her?
He's home, Haru! I can open the door now. There you go, you can be free if you want to. Although after not wanting to, again... Oh, there he is. Go on then. Go? Go on then. He's so cute. Yeah, it's Spook. There you go. Bye, Haru. And he's gone. Also, our neighbour has apparently got back into his habit of testing his motorbike. Why? I don't know. Isn't it like -3 out there? Yeah, but apparently that's the time to test his motorbike. One of those. He did it a lot in the previous months. We don't know what he's doing because he doesn't ride a bike to like work or anything. He has a van that he gets in and goes off to work. It just seems to be his hobby. I don't know if he does like dirt biking as a hobby or something, but he has a bike in the garden and he just seems to constantly be testing it and like, you know, working on, I don't know, just working on it in some way and constantly testing it. So I don't know, it must just be his hobby, but obviously it's just a little loud. I was to say, shut off the camera lest we see Spook's assets. But he's got a nice butt. He just got in from work.
Of course. Give me a moment. Zero, may I leave the rest here to you?
Fine by me.
Thank you again for your help. Zero, was it? I take it you're one of Alphino's comrades?
Comrade? We've entered into a cooperative pact, if that's what you mean.
God. People who don't understand the meaning of the word friends. God.
Pact? No, nothing so formal. What I mean is, you must know each other well. Be on good terms, enjoy each other's company, that sort of thing.
Then no, he's not my comrade. I have none. Nor will I ever, I think.
My God, girl.
Oh.
He may not have his leg coverings on, I see.
Did I say something odd?
Yes, you did, actually.
No, not at all. On the contrary, it makes sense. When Alphino and the contingent first arrived, we rejected them out of hand. Whatever they may have claimed, they were the enemy. Savages with their savage ways. To accept their help was to admit defeat. But no matter how poorly we treated them, they didn't turn their backs on us. They stayed and listened. That's just the kind of people they are. Makes sense they'd get along with someone like you who tries to push others away.
Get along? I'm upholding my part of the bargain. There's nothing more to it than that.
Mm-hmm. Is that what you think?
If you say so.
Even Julius is like, sure, Jan.
Ah, I'd nearly forgotten why I came. Are you hungry? We all get rations, and considering the work you're doing, you're as good as one of us.
I am running low on ether. Very well.
Azim step-style dumplings. Buds, they call them.
Not bow. Buzz.
Never had a dumpling. It's like a kind of bread stuffed with a filling. Meat or vegetables usually, that you bake or steam. We have our own recipes in Garlemald too. My mother liked to make them. My brother and sister always fought over the jam-filled ones.
Aww.
Just think of it as bread, alright?
Whoa, that looks good. Food animation budget.
I should warn you though, they're spicy. Helps them keep longer, I assume. Too much for the children to handle though.
Has she been eating nothing but apples this entire time?
Interesting good, or interesting...
Yeah, good or bad?
I don't know much about taste. Not anymore. But I do feel a sensation in my mouth.
Nope. Not going there.
Is that a bad thing?
Depends on who you ask.
Not necessarily.
No, 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 no.
That's enough for me. I've heard it said that spices are more akin to fire than flavors. Perhaps that makes them easier to understand.
Oh, Euless, getting acquainted with Zero, are we?
Shut up, Core. That's being clipped.
I suppose I am.
No harm in that. Acquaint away.
Ah, everyone is here. Excellent. Thank you all for your hard work. I've just finished up myself. Shall we go and find Estinian?
Alphino! Alize!
Uh-oh. Here it goes. Literally my expression is like, oh, for God's sake. Every time. Forgive me the interruption, but I come with grave news. A horde of Voidsent are approaching from the mountains to the east. Their numbers are beyond anything we've ever seen. Uh-oh. What? But Ishtola and the others? Anyone outside of Tertium is in danger. We must find and bring them all here at once. Can we count on your aid, Zero? I've already settled the depth of my question. I'm not obliged to help. What's more, death in this world is absolute. You asked me to put my life on the line. Without suitable payment, I will do no such thing. That's fair. What do we have to offer that might be enough? You're right, Zero. You're not obligated to help. I wouldn't presume otherwise. Nevertheless, we are in need. Assuming the booze I gave you is worth anything, could you at least be willing to stand watch at this encampment? That way more of us will be able to go out and soothe people to safety. Very well. Unless we come under attack, I will do no more than stand watch. I dare say Tertium will be safe enough with Zero here. Let's go and find Ishtola and the others and assist with the evacuation. I just heard a distant Haru. Oh, is this an instance thing? Oh boy. Tertium will be fine. Euless and his people have weathered far worse. must make haste to the snowcraft where our friends and the engineers should be. Given their position, they may soon find themselves at the mercy of Void Center. If it comes to it, we must be prepared for battle. I'm ready. Don't you worry. How about you, Exa? Upon departing, several cuts. Okay. We can't do this today. That's where we're ending. Literally about a minute away from when stream would end. So, nah, we can't be doing a several cutscenes. We'll play at this point in time. Stars. Can't do it. Not today. So there we go. We'll just have to do cutscenes for 2 more hours. It do be like that. Look, I'm doing story, so it's just loads and loads of cutscenes. I'm getting through it. I'm now on 6.3, and we still have 6.4 and 6.5 before I finally get to Dawn Trail, which is 7.0. So, still a bit to do for, these ones. What? What's the matter, baby? What's the matter? Is he not paying attention to you? I hope you all heard that. Oh my goodness. Co-host rant! Funny, but no. That is funny. Okay. Alright, is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else to mention today. Cash is streaming. How long has Cash been streaming? 2.5 hours? They've probably still got some stream to go. Yeah, let's go say hi to Cash. Alright, I'll see you guys tomorrow for continuing to work on the kit bash that we've started. Over here. And whatever in the evening. Because I very confidently said Minecraft, but now I'm not sure about that. Please discuss in the Discord, please. I am trying to get feedback. So, yeah. But, for now, enjoy whatever it is you get up to. I hope you have a good time. Let me get the raid set up. There we go. There we go. Thank you for the stream. Okay. Thank you for coming. Right, let's just go, raid message is literally gonna be like, insert New Year raid message here. There we go. Insert New Year raid message here. That's your raid message. Remember that if you can literally right-click on a message in chat and it will copy it into your chat box. And then if you don't have access to the emotes, you can remove the emotes there or put your own emotes in. And yeah, take care, whatever it is you get up to. And I will see you soon. So take care, everybody. Bye-bye!